All right, this is just me making another video just to, I don't know, I guess say something else. Don't really know where I'm going with this fucking YouTube upload direction, but whatever. I just wanted to say something about, I know I came off was very negative in my last video about Marine Corps and kind of how things turned out in the end. But I just wanted to make this video to say that the Marine Corps is not overall a bad place. And I know I'm kind of contradicting myself here. But I just wanted to say that, I was in almost 16 years, and, it wasn't just straight negative experiences. There was some positives. There were some good friends that I made, and I guess I just wanted to, clear the air because I didn't want to come off as somebody who hated the Marine Corps through and through. So there it is, and yeah, I mean, Marine Corps taught me a lot, and I think I said this in an old video I made. I think it was on Facebook. The Marine Corps teaches you a lot about yourself, both like personally, professionally, all that other good shit, right? But I still feel the way I do because I left with a sour taste in my mouth, and I kind of feel like I was let down by my leadership. But it is what it is. There's nothing I can do to force my way back in at this point. So yeah, so I guess my main problems, or I guess the main issues I have with certain commands, hold on, let me pause this. So the main issues I had with, or the main commands that I should say is Mouse 14. That was kind of where my issues escalated as far as not receiving support from the command, being told that I was this, that, and the other because I was trying to utilize resources that are given to us and that are taught to us. And hey, if you're ever going through something, use it. But when you use it, something else happens to you. So the other command, so that was what? Yeah, that was Mouse 14. The other one, Wounded Warrior Battalion East, was the other one. So yeah, that was the other command where they kind of took my wife's side when it came to a bunch of the accusations that were being put up against me. Yeah, so I mean, she was one of those spouses that always called the command and said, this, that, and the other. He's doing this, he's doing that, and I had to waste a lot of time, take time out of my day to explain myself when it came to a bunch of nonsense, really. So it just annoyed me that every time she called them with something else, I had to take time out of the day to explain myself. And, in some of those instances, I ended up getting yelled at, which is fine. It didn't hurt my feelings, but it was just more annoying than anything because, I got grown men sitting here yelling at me across the desk for some shit that she's making up in her head. You know what I mean? So it didn't bother me. And some of them wanted me to, I guess, accept some of the punishments or whatever you want to call it that they were trying to put against me, and ultimately I chose to go against that, and that didn't go over well with them. And it didn't go over well because a lot of the times when I guess males are going through marriage issues in the Marine Corps, they expect you to roll over and accept the punishments that they're trying to put against you. And I was one of those dudes who didn't want to just do that. So, yeah, there were times where they tried to NJP me off of baseless accusations, right? And I told them, no, I'm not signing that. Take it to court-martial, whatever you want to do, but I'm not accepting that. And, they, same shit, sergeant majors, sergeant's major, whatever the fuck you want to call it, reaching across the desk or leaning over the desk, yelling at me, telling me what they think about me on a personal level, kind of insulting me. But I didn't let that, I didn't let it boil over and let them get the better of me because I knew that what I was saying was right. And I think that you should be able to do that while you're in the Marine Corps without facing any backlash or whatever the fuck. So that's what I did, and I don't feel bad about it. I have no regrets because at the end of the day, I know what kind of person that I am, and what I did and what I didn't do. And I'm not going to sit there and accept some shit that I didn't do because some woman is saying that to hurt me for whatever reason. Yeah, hold on. And I've been kind of silent about things that I've been going through in my marriage. I know some of you guys know me on Facebook, and I don't really post that much when it comes to my marriage because a lot of it was pretty fucked up. And I could sit here and talk about things that have been done to me for hours, man. Hours and hours and hours. But at the end of the day, whenever there was an issue in my marriage, I tried to talk about it. I was always big on communication. It wasn't just me. These are conversations that I had with her. You know, if we're going through something, or if there's some sort of misunderstanding or disagreement, we talk about it. But a lot of those times when I tried to talk about it, I got put down, I got shut out, insulted, this, that, and the other. And I felt like I would hit a wall when it came to talking to her when she was upset, because when she's angry, I don't know. This is not me trying to bash her, but yeah, I'd hit a wall, and we're not even talking. And it came to a point where we're not even talking about the issue at hand. We're just sitting there insulting each other and shit. And I would always get to a point where I would walk away or try to walk away from the conversation. Say, hey, look, you're angry. I try to tell her to calm down. That didn't go well. And, I'm trying to walk away, and I'm getting hit in the back of my head. I'm getting sucker punched, this, that, and the other. And it was just a lot of violence. And I can honestly sit here and say that at no point in my marriage did I ever raise my hand to my wife to try to get my point across. Never punched her in the face, never stabbed her, cut her, nothing like that. But all of the violence started with her. And eventually it took a toll on me. And for those of you that have met me, know that I'm not really I'm not like that. I'm not a violent person. If anything, I'm more of a jokester. I try to get along with everybody that I meet, and that's just not who I am. But at the same time, I do feel guilty about times that I have tried to defend myself, because, there were times where she was just straight up in the process of more or less killing me. And I don't say that lightly. When you got somebody with a cord wrapped around your neck saying that they're going to kill you, you got to do something. You just can't let them kill you, especially in front of your kids. So, and I know if she ever finds out about this, she'll probably come out and say this, that, and the other, that I deserved it or whatever. But the things that I would get attacked for wasn't even that serious. I wasn't out drinking at bars late at night, disappearing for weekends at a time, nothing like that. Most of my time was spent at home with my family. And if I wasn't going to be home, I told her. I would communicate that with her and say, hey, I got to work late, or hey, going to the gym. Whatever the case was, I told her that. And I could go back, and there's screenshots, there's messages. I have every message that I've ever sent her through Messenger, because that was our primary communication for the most part. Emails, whatever. So, So toxic marriages, yeah, they do exist in the Marine Corps. They can happen to anybody. They happen to me. It is what it is. Some of you notice I put on weight. My face is fucking chubbier now. But, yeah, I need to get back into that. Because it's, man. I feel like I lost a lot of myself in that marriage with trying to make it work and trying to compromise and whatnot. And at one point, I feel like I was just a shell of my older self prior to marriage, and I don't even think I was that bad of a guy. I like to do certain things, like go to the gym and play video games, and those were some of the things that I got attacked for, literally. I think I'm on my 7th Xbox right now. For those of you that have known me, I like to game in my free time to decompress. And that's not to say that I would come home every day trying to game for like 5-6 hours a night. I would restrict it to the weekends, if that. And these are conversations that I had with her, saying, hey, if I want to play, can I play this day or whatever? Like a big ass kid, right? And before I would play, we would have conversations like, all right, I'm going to play. Do you got the kids? Are you good? Yeah. And then, she would tell me yes. And then when I would actually start the game, it was a problem. It was just there was a lot of control. Not only when it came to gaming, but like other aspects of my life, like talking to my family and this, that, and the other, because I had discussed with her, some of my family dynamics growing up, and they weren't like perfect, but at the end of the day, I would tell her I still love them. That's my family. You only get one. So I would try to talk to them and call them and message them or whatever. And there would be times I'd go through my phone and, my family's blocked from me. I guess she would block them while I was asleep or something. And that's just a little bit of like the things that I was dealing with, just being isolated from a lot of people. I lost a handful of friends that won't talk to me anymore because of, who she was. And I'm talking not like casual friends, not people I met in Marine Corps. I'm talking about like childhood friends, people I practically grew up with that I was really close to and considered family. I don't talk to them anymore, and I've tried to reach out to some of them, and they just don't, rather not, because the drama is tied to her, and they know that as long as, they know I have kids with her, so there's always going to probably be some form of her being in my life, and they just rather not deal with it. And I can respect that. I get it. I'm not mad at them. No hard feelings, but at the same time, it does bother me because these are friendships that have been cultivated for like years and years. I'm talking about when I was like 12, 13, going forward, and yeah, so that's just my rant. Yeah, if you have anything you want to say, I guess reach out, but I don't have much to say because this is just me trying to get some shit off of my chest. And yeah, just say it, because I'm in an area where I don't know anybody. I don't have friends. I don't have a social life. I'm just literally in the house most of the time, just thinking about shit, missing my kids, and doing a whole lot of nothing. So yeah, that's it.